Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to share with you a video from the NSPCC about keeping safe. You might remember back to way before the summer holidays when Buddy and people from the NSPCC put together a video with Ant and Dec. Well, today, they've done a follow-up video. So we're going to watch it together, and then I want to talk to you about how to keep safe online.
I'm Dec here, and welcome everybody to a new NSPCC Speak Out, Stay Safe online assembly.
Now you might remember the live stream we did back in the summer last year. Over 100,000 of you watched that one.
Thank you. How do you feel about doing a special NSPCC Speak Out, Stay Safe assembly over the internet?
Sounds fun.
We then put together a video assembly in the autumn which was played in schools all across the UK.
Buddy.
Let's watch the assembly together, shall we?
Let's do it.
Over to you, NSPCC.
And now we're back again for the next stage of the journey. And today we're going to be talking about some of the worries that are still causing concern this lockdown. And remind you that you can speak to a trusted adult if you're feeling sad, worried, or unsafe.
Right then, are we all set?
Yes, we are. In fact, hang on a minute. Isn't David joining us?
Ah, he is, isn't he? Yes. Why don't you call? Do you want to call him? Just call him, and then. Okay.
Hello, David.
Yeah. David.
David, I think you're on mute.
I can't hear him. What's he doing? David, you're on mute.
Oh, he's not getting the message, is he? Would you help us out, everybody? On the count of three, please say, David, you're on mute, and post it in big capital letters in the comments as well. Okay? Should we do it?
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
1, 2, 3. David, you're on mute.
You're not even on the list.
Did you just miss what I said?
Yes, we did, but that's probably for the best this time around.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The important thing is we hear from Sally and Kane today. So are we all set?
Yes, we are.
Okay, then over to you, Sally.
Thanks, David, and welcome everyone. Buddy and I are from a charity, the NSPCC, and we're part of a group of people from all over the UK working together to help keep children safe. Have you met some of our friends before? We've got Nick from Wales.
Hi, guys.
Kira from Northern Ireland.
Hello, everyone.
And we've got Tony from Scotland. Hi, Tony.
Hey, Sally. Hi, everyone.
And I've got Kane here with us too.
Hi everyone, I'm Kane, and I'd like to introduce to you Buddy. He's our mascot, and he represents what we believe. Can anyone tell me what Buddy is? Yep, he's a big green speech bubble and represents the importance of always speaking out if you have a worry so that you can stay safe.
We'll be talking today about the kinds of worries that children can have and about speaking out and staying safe. It's really important that children speak to a trusted adult if they're worried about anything.
You know, it really is okay to do that, and it's really important too.
We'll also be talking about Childline. I'm thinking that many of you may have heard of Childline before. I think some of you will know the phone number and might have had a look on the Childline website too.
It's a safe service just for children and young people where they can talk to someone if they're worried about something big or small.
Buddy and I have had an unusual time lately. Normally, we'll be in schools all across the UK and Channel Islands, talking to children. We may have been to your school, and some of you might have even met Buddy in person. The last few months have been a bit different, haven't they? You may have been learning from home, or you may have still been in school, but it may have been a little bit different. That's because of a virus called coronavirus. The symptoms usually are a cough you've never had before, a high temperature, losing your sense of taste or smell. Most people who get coronavirus will recover fully, but it's still important to follow social distancing rules, wash our hands regularly to protect people and stop the virus spreading. Scientists and doctors around the world have been working really hard to stop the spread of coronavirus and find a vaccine. And there's great news. There's now vaccines for the coronavirus being rolled out to adults all across the world. But we know it's still going to take some time before things get back to normal.
Coronavirus means that we may have experienced a lot of different things to usual. For example, you may have experienced
routines changing, being with those you live with a whole lot more. Changes in families, not being able to see your friends and relatives as much as you usually would.
Or being online a lot more than usual, having feelings you've never had before. Out-of-school activities changing.
Whenever we go through change, big or small, it can make us feel lots of different emotions. Some things may be making us feel happy right now. Perhaps we're enjoying doing things differently.
And there are lots of reasons why some children might be feeling sad, worried and anxious at the moment and need someone to talk to. If children don't know where or who to turn to for help, they can end up keeping worries to themselves. That's why we want children to speak out and stay safe.
Over the last few weeks, we've got a lot of contacts at Childline from children that are feeling worried or anxious. Take a look at this sack. It's empty and as light as a feather. But let's imagine these bricks represent children's worries that they carry around. For each worry, we're going to place a brick in the sack. So, falling out with friends or family. Feeling lonely. Feeling like they don't fit in. Finding new ways of learning difficult. Being bullied. Feeling worried about someone in their family. Receiving mean messages online. Finding home a really tough place. Feeling like this is going to go on forever. Maybe you have other worries that we've not mentioned here.
Everyone is different and will react in different ways, but there's help out there for all children.
You can see now that this sack is really heavy with all those worries. Can you imagine if a child or young person had to carry this around every day? How difficult would that be if they didn't know who to turn to for help or support? Take a minute to think of the trusted adults a child could talk to help them lighten their load. A trusted adult is someone who is over the age of 18 who we can trust. We're able to talk to them and we feel safe with them.
So who would your trusted adult be? Have a think. Is there somebody at home or somebody in school? Maybe it's your teacher, maybe it's Mrs. Rehal, or maybe it's your mum or dad. I hope you can think of somebody.
For each example, we're going to take a brick out of the sack. A child's trusted adults could be a parent or carer, a grandparent, a teacher or a member of staff, a brother or sister over the age of 18, an auntie or uncle over the age of 18, another family member.
Or a neighbour if they are a trusted adult, a social worker or a counsellor, a club leader or a coach, a friend's parent or carer, and of course there's Childline. Some children may also have younger relatives or friends who they would feel happy to talk to, but it is really important that they also speak to a grown-up that they can trust. If some of your trusted adults aren't in your home, how about calling or sending them a message? It's natural to be worried about what's happening in the world at the moment, and you may have other worries too. It's really important that children tell a trusted adult if they feel anxious, worried, hurt, unsafe, sad, or frightened.
It is never a child's fault.
Sometimes it might be hard to take the first step and know how to talk to your trusted adult about your worries. And so we've put together these handy tips for you.
Who do I talk to? Think about a trusted adult who you feel comfortable talking to. This could be someone at home, at school, or a family member.
When do I talk to them? Choose a time when it's easy to talk. Think about when your trusted adult has time to talk. Find somewhere safe and quiet if you can.
How do I tell my trusted adult? It's okay if it feels scary to say out loud what's happening. Talking to someone about a problem you're having could be scary. Doing it in person can sometimes feel especially difficult. That's natural.
You could try writing it down. This could be in an email, letter, or text message. In the Buddy Zone on the Childline website, you can find a conversation starter. You can use it to take your time to write down what's been happening, how it's making you feel, and how you'd like to be helped. You can then give it to an adult you trust. You can also use a toy to show your trusted adult what you are experiencing. Drawing is a good way to explain what you're going through as well. The art box on the Childline website is a good place to draw or write about your feelings. After speaking out, you may have many feelings. For example, you may feel relieved or unsure about what happens next.
If someone can't think of a trusted adult right now or can't talk to them for some reason, then any child can always talk to Childline.
Childline is a service just for children and young people, where they can talk to someone if they are scared or worried about anything. Children contact Childline for all sorts of reasons. So whatever the worry, Childline will listen carefully and trust whatever they are told.
So don't forget, you can contact Childline, and there's lots of fantastic resources on the website there.
That's right, Sally, because no problem is ever too big or small. And what a child says to Childline stays with Childline. The only times they'd ever share what a child has said is if they're really worried or concerned about them, or if a child wants Childline to contact someone for them. It doesn't happen often, and they don't do it without being really sure that it's the best thing for that child.
You can get in touch on the phone or online and speak to Childline about anything you want to, and you get the choice whether or not to give your name.
The number is easy to remember. It's 08001111.
That's 08001111.
I'm sure you can all remember that number. We've looked at that lots and lots of times. Parents, there's also lots of information on the NSPCC website that you can use if you need some conversation starters. I also want to talk to you this morning, particularly for those of you who are in years 3, 4, 5 and 6, around social media and online gaming. So these are also things that if you're worried about, you can talk to Childline, because remember, they will talk to you about anything. But let's just have a little think about social media. So some of you might have a profile. Remember, you're not actually allowed to have a profile till after you're at the age of 13, so you shouldn't really have one. But I know some of you probably use online chats in games, but you may well be on some social media as well. It's quite easy to share your personal information on social media, and some people might use that to contact you or to lie about things or to get you to do things. So you have to be really careful when you're sharing your information. Because just because somebody's a friend of yours in social media doesn't mean they're really who they think they are. So you have to think really carefully about that. And of course, if you're worried about sharing your information or information you've already shared, remember you can talk to your trusted adult or talk to Childline. So there are lots of fake profiles on social media and social networks, and people can pretend to be young when they're actually a lot older. It's really hard sometimes to tell the difference between someone who's genuine or fake. But what you need to remember to do, that if you feel uncomfortable by anything that you're being asked to do, you can unfollow somebody, you can block them, or you can report them. And there's lots of ways that you can report them. You can talk to an adult you know or trust. So that could be a parent or another member of the family, like they just said in the Childline video, or it could be a teacher or adult in school. Now, another way that people will talk to you online is through in-game chat. I'm sure that you play lots of games online, and you might have spent some more time online recently, because in-game chat's a good way to stay connected with people. You can chat to people across the world, it can make gaming more exciting, and it's easy to make friends that way. But just like in the real world, some of the people you meet online might not be very nice, they might not be very friendly. And they might actually not be children. They might be adults who want to harm you. So let's think, what are the warning signs you need to look out for if you are online chat? I'm going to go through some of them now. So some people might try and gain your trust by trying to be friends with you. They might say they like things that you like your hobbies. So think about what you're saying online. And if you can hear somebody saying maybe they enjoy the same things as you, did you tell them that already? Have a think. They might try to get you to do things. So like add them on a different channel. So you might have met them on a game and they'll want to then talk to you on a social networking site. So think about that. Would you do that in real life? Would you meet someone who chats to you on the bus and then become their friend? Probably not. So you probably shouldn't do it online. They might want you to send photos of yourself or send details like a phone number because they said they want to chat to you on the phone. Remember, that's not okay. You shouldn't be sharing any information with somebody online that you haven't met or you don't know. They might offer to help you in a game, so get you to get to the next level or get some extra funds or things to buy things for your avatar. You shouldn't accept these things. That's just a way they're trying to make friends with you. That doesn't mean they're your real friend. And they may encourage you to share your personal information. So they might start with, what school do you go to? Who's your teacher? Those sorts of things. These are sorts of conversations you wouldn't share this information in the real world. So please don't do it online. So if you have shared information or someone has tried to be your friend and you're a bit worried about it online, who could you talk to? You could talk to your trusted adult or Childline, or there's some other websites you could use to help you. But let's go through the things you should do. Remember, block. It's really easy to block people online who upset you or ask you to do things you don't want to do. It's a little bit different on every game or platform, but you can work that out really quite easily. And your trusted adult can help you block people. You can report it. So there's lots of ways you can report it, and I'm going to go through some of those in a moment. But if you're unsure of how to block or report something, talk to an adult in school or at home. That's really important. So Childline, we've just heard from Childline and Buddy. They are always there 24 hours a day, online or at the end of a phone. It never even shows up on your phone bill, and it's confidential unless they think they need to get help for you or you ask them to get help. So they can help you talk around people that you've met online or blocking people or changing your information that if in case you've shared it. Now this one is just for internet. So this is called CEOP, and CEOP are part of the police and they can help you with online support. So you might have seen this image on a game that you've played, and just by clicking on that you can report someone. That's also on our school website. So if you can find this on our Safeguarding Online eSafety page on our website if you need to. And don't forget, you've got the worry box. So you can email the worry box any of your concerns, whether it be about online or at home. And that's really important. Okay, you've heard lots of information today. I hope that you're going to go and have a look at the Childline website, have a look at some of those resources. And remember, things are different and we're all looking forward to you coming back to school. But we know you've spent an awful lot of time online as well. So getting back into a routine is going to be hard. And you can talk to Childline, your trusted adult, or email the worry box at any time you need to. If you're worried about anything at all, that's really important. Thank you for listening to this morning's assembly, and I will speak to you soon.